Two Radicals here, back with another reaction. Today we're reacting to Michael Jackson Talks to Oprah, the conclusion.
I want to tell you. Yes, Michael? I'm not like other guys.
This is his original version of Thriller.
Of course not. That's why I love you. No, I mean I'm different. What are you talking about?
You can tell.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Music videos used to just be people singing their song until you came along and changed music videos. Did you know when you first conceived your first one that's what you were doing?
Yeah, the idea was to make something that was a story, so it had a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And you could follow, like a mini movie. That's what I wanted to do. And that's what we did with Beat It and Thriller and Smooth Criminal and all those type of things.
So when you start to look at a piece of work or look at a piece of music, are you already thinking about how you're going to?
Sometime, yes. Yes, it's very true.
I wonder what it feels like. I will never know since I cannot sing one thing, but what it feels like to be on stage with a sea of people, a sea of people. One of the things that has impressed me in putting the pieces together for you is all around the world, the response to you is so incredible. I just wanted to for the rest of you in the world who haven't seen how people respond to Michael Jackson, to take a look.
The amount of love he had.
He waved at me and he said, hello, I can't believe it. He waved at me.
I told myself, Fisher keeps looking at me to see if I'm going to start crying, because I am an old softie, and I told myself before this video, Fish, before we reacted to it, I was like, I'm 2 for 2. I've cried 2 and haven't cried. This is our 5th one in this to finish it. I'm going 3 for 2, 3 no crying, 2 crying.
Alright, so you're on for a nice even 60%?
Yes,
Right?
but, you know, Michael Jackson does that to people. I mean, you know, I do have a soft heart, and, you know, I love the type of person that he was.
It'd also be 3 out of 5. You wouldn't.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, and you know, and that sea of people is still today.
Yeah.
I mean, people still love him like that today, right?
Yep, and gone too soon, Dad. Gone too soon.
So when you're standing there and there's a sea of people responding to you, screaming your name as they were, what does that feel like?
Love. You feel lots of love, and I feel blessed and honored to be able to be an instrument of nature that was chosen to give them that, what I give them. I'm very honored and happy about that.
An instrument of nature, that's an interesting way to describe yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you very spiritual?
In what sense?
I mean, do you meditate? Do you understand that there's something bigger than yourself at work here?
I believe in God, absolutely. Absolutely. Very much.
And I believe everybody comes to the world for a reason, I think. Most of us spend our lives trying to figure out what the purpose of our being here is. What do you think yours is?
My purpose? Oh boy, I think to give in the best way I can, through song and through dance and through music. I mean, I am committed to my art. I believe that all art has as its ultimate goal the union between the material and the spiritual, the human and the divine. I believe that to be the reason for the very existence of art. And I feel I was chosen as an instrument to just give music and love and harmony to the world, to children of all ages, and adults and teenagers.
Do you think that by talking now, setting the record straight for yourself, that maybe people will be able to focus more attention on your music and not judge you for anything other than the kind of music that you play?
I would hope so. I would love that.
Well, I hope that comes out of this too. I'm also excited that the world is watching, and because the world is watching, we thought this was a good time to let the world see the world premiere of Give In to Me.
Well, Give In to Me. I wanted to write another song, you know, that was kind of exciting and fun and had a rock edge to it, you know, when I did Beat It and Black or White. And Slash, who is a dear friend of mine, we love animals and things like that. He wanted to play guitar and I wanted him to play guitar on it. And we got together and we went to Germany and we shot this thing in just like 2 hours, really. We had no time at all to shoot it. We wanted it to be something exciting and fantastical and fans and, you know, like it's our rock concert. And that's the result of.
You mentioned animals, and I know everyone's going to ask me when I leave here, where are all the animals? I said in the opening, I expected chimps to be jumping all over the living room, and I didn't see any. Where's Bubbles?
Well, the animals are everywhere. They're in their habitats. They're all over the ranch. And they come out in the daytime, and they play, and they jump around. They have their own playground in their area.
Why were you so fascinated by animals, do you think?
Because I find in animals the same thing that I find so wonderful in children, that purity, that honesty, where they don't judge you, they don't want anything from you, just to be your friend.
That's one of the things that Michael continues to talk about, Fisher, is purity, the natural love, and
just
having the love of a child.
and the innocence.
Yeah, innocence to you. And, you know, as we get older, we lose that. Like, I remember when you were at your innocence point, right? And you lose it every day. And it's just...
That's just part of life at this point.
Unfortunately, it is part of life. And, you know, do you know who Slash is? Guns N' Roses, the guitar player with the real black curly hair?
Isn't that the guy that you said always with a cigarette?
Yeah.
So I remember.
Yeah, it's interesting that him and Michael, but I mean, both of them great. I mean, Slash is really good and a musician too.
And I think that's so sweet.
I do too. I think we've cleared up all the rumors though. There are no chimps running around the house, no oxygen tank in the house. I don't know. Are you gonna lay off the crotch a little bit?
Ask the music.
Ask the music. Will he lay off the crotch? Oh, we didn't get about the inauguration. Did you tell President Clinton that you had to be the only person there singing?
That is horrible. That is the stupidest, craziest story I have ever heard. I mean, why would I just want me? Nobody else could be on the show, just me. I mean, that's so stupid to me. I mean, it's crazy. That's not even in my heart. I would never say anything like that. Again, somebody made it up and the whole world believed it. It's so false. It's incredible.
What do you want most? What do you want the world to know about you most? I ask Liz that of you. What do you want them to know?
Like to be remembered for?
Well, not be remembered for. What about known for now? Forget remembered.
Oh, known for now as to be an artist, a great artist. I love what I do, and I would love people to love what I do and to be loved. I just simply want to be loved wherever I go, all over the world, because I love people of all races from my heart with true affection.
You know, Gene Siskel, who's a movie critic, asked me this question once, and I love
Yeah.
the question. So I'm going to ask you. You're 34 years old. What do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure?
What do you know for sure?
Oh boy, I'm still learning. I mean, life is an education for me. I can't say I know anything for sure.
Well,
I really believe that.
I can't thank you enough for letting us in, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. I love being here because it makes me feel like a child again, and one of the things I promised myself was when this interview was over, live around the world, I was going to go get on that Ferris wheel. And that is exactly what I intend to do. I'm going to take off my blue shoes, and I'm going to ride on the Ferris wheel. I'm going to have a good time, gonna have myself a little popcorn maybe, and maybe when it's all over, you'll teach me how to do the moonwalk when everybody's not watching. Maybe that'll be fun. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. This was fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Just the purity of Michael Jackson. How old is he when he does this interview? In his 30s?
Well, she just said 34.
Yeah. Like, I've never seen a 34-year-old person so pure at heart.
Well, you know,
Like, it's just, like, he has the closest thing to the mind of a child at 34 I've ever seen.
as far as being pure, yeah, you know, there's, you know, as far as his love for the world and purity of the world, yes. But, you know, very much, you know, a very smart man as far as business and, you know, the singing and that type of thing. But, you know, we named this The Conclusion. And, you know, my conclusion of the Oprah video, you know, is, you know, I hope that if people have watched all 5 parts of it, and I know the Michael Jackson fans out there, you know, I already know they know who Michael Jackson is. I hope by watching this, if you've watched all 5 parts, I encourage you to, is you'll see how the media attacked him his entire career. And I would hope that you would see a man that just loves people, loves the world, regardless of who you are, and just wanted a better place for everybody to live. That's what I would hope.
Yes.
And cared for others.
Yes, he cared for anybody, whether they were a white, black, man, woman, anything, right?
Exactly. And, you
and,
know...
And we just get caught up in this this snowball effect of the media telling, oh, this race shouldn't like this race, and it just needs to be over with. And like Michael said, just have the mind of a child and love everybody.
Yeah, and I look everybody in the camera today and just let you know that it's still happening today. The media, the press, when they tell us something long enough and enough times, we start to believe it.
They beat it in our brain.
They beat it in our brain, just like they did about Michael. He done this, he done that. And when you hear stuff long enough, as human beings, you start believing it. So I encourage everybody to really do some soul searching, you know, use your brain and really think things out. And, you know, as a country or as a people of the world, you know, let's make our decisions on our own without other people helping us. How about that?
That sounds amazing, Dad.
And that's our conclusion of this 5-part. Make sure to watch all 5 parts. And if you like these types of reactions, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out one of the next videos. Find us on Instagram. And put in the comments below if you any more interviews from Michael Jackson or anybody else you may want us to react to. And peace.